Welcome. Hope everyone's doing great out there. I just wanted to put a little video together for you with a recap of this sports card show that happened last weekend. You probably haven't heard about it. Happened in Chicago. Flew out there with my pops, met my bro. We had a little bit of BS at the airport, so we ended up missing the first day, but we were just happy to make it by the night. From there, we just kind of went to the hotel, went to the YouTube meetup, which kind of got derailed, so we ended up walking to a restaurant and had a great meal there. Shout out to my new best friend Mike Petty, who I got a lot of time with. We walked over, chatted it up. A lot of great peeps, YouTube legends and all-stars. But yeah, let me show you what I got at the show. I picked up 8 cards and sort of a complete set. But before I start, I need to show some of the channel cards that I added to my collection. First, we have this for collector's card. You can see I've got these in my Mag Pro YouTube collection. Shout out to Theo. Had some great time with Theo and Dan and Sammy, and got to meet John. Unfortunately, I missed Pepino, man, which stinks because I was definitely pumped to meet Pepino. I know he was there, but not everybody was able to sync up. John Wade Boggs fan with the fire card. Whew. Love it. We have Jeremy Lee, who I got to meet. He was awesome. Great card. We traded our cards. Ooh, a little loose, just like the PSA style. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. This was just a freaking beauty. Iconic Al. Amazing card there. And I just got to add all those to my other ones that I already had. This is what I have for Scott. Looks beautiful in the 238th. Reindeer Studios. Got to meet Scott. And we had the Vintage Composer that I had already. Of course, I got my Sammy Thunder Transagram Fire. And this guy, you might know him from YouTube as well. So first pickup, we have the 1967 Topps Mickey. Had this on my list for a while. I do have the Venny, so now I'm just the OPG away. But look at this, fantastic too. You know, when I saw it, it was the move. Now I'm 3 for 3. I always try to pick up a Mickey at the National. And shout out to my guy Jeff at Fine Card Collector. He also snagged one of these beauties. This one was a awesome find. Roger Maris Post Serial. Still connected. This one was in a really weird spot in the case. You couldn't really see it well, so I kind of spotted it peeking out a little. And we know what's on the back. Oops, wrong flip. The Mickey. And I also have to give PSA credit for letting me find this, because even though Mickey's 5 and Maris is 6, they put Maris on the top of the slab, even though it's labeled the other way. And yeah, so I definitely was able to find this for a really good deal too. But I love this. Love this. And check out this mini sampler box that REA had. Man, I don't know what this is going to go for, but whew, whew, whew. How sick is that? Next up, 1964 Cons. Charlie Hustle. Sweet second year card of the Hit King. Always loved the look of this card. The wiener the world awaited. Young Pete killing it. Posed bunt stance. This is my first Cons card too. I really like these. These are awesome. I got this from Stan. Gave me a pretty decent price on it. There were actually a ton of really cool Cuban cards at different tables. Check out some that I filmed that are up for auction, but I was able to pick up a few of those. And let's start with this beauty. Armando Marsan's manager card. Getting a little glare on there. There we go. He was an old man when this card dropped, managing the Mexican League. But you probably know this straight up legend. Played for the Negro Leagues, Cuban League, Mexican League, both minor leagues and major league and MLB, major leagues, MLB, I should say. But yeah, this Caramelo Deportivo is sweet. Then we have this Propagandas Montiel, Havana Cubans, Chino Hidalgo. Another Cuban legend, the best slow ground ball fielder in Cuban history. Played 13 seasons in Cuba. Dabbled in the minors and Dominican League. I didn't really know about him, but I love the look of this card. And I looked into him a bit, and I got a kick out of his worst memory of playing baseball is when the Brooklyn Dodgers came to Cuba and they played them in an exhibition game. So high stakes, of course. And he committed an error on a hit by Duke Snider that drove in a single run, and it ended up being a 1-0 loss. And Connie Marrero was pitching. So Chino was very upset about that. But this card is freaking fantastic. Love this thing. Then the last Cuban card I picked up, and I got all three of these from dealer Mike Page, I think. And so this is a real gem. 46-47 Propaganda Montiel, Carito Hubeo, aka King Carlito, pitcher for the Nueva York Gigantes from 1928 to 1943. Carl was the man, of course. This guy striking out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig with the screwball. But yeah, super pumped to grab this one. Fantastic condition. Love this one. Next up, we're going to keep it on the international tip, but switch countries. I loved stopping by Prestige. Bob and Robert killing it. They had so much fire. You could see some of these. But I was able to pick up this 1959 Sada Menco JCM 43D. This is the swinging version. He's got a lot of 59 rookies. There are not a ton of these around this particular card. I always love this because the name box reminds me of the 51 Bowman. So this is basically the Mickey Mantle rookie card of Sada. Black box, white text, but obviously vertical for the Japanese. Always cool on the back. 860K. But this was a sweet ass pickup from Robert and Bob. Next up is a fun one. This is the 1971 Snoopy card. Italian. Guy had a whole case of these. Really got a kick out of it. The back is super sick. Classic 70s design and fonts. I asked Mangini to translate this one. Turns out Snoopy is complaining that people call him too much when he's showering, which I don't blame him. I would be annoyed about that too. But yeah, I thought this was cool. Gave this one to my kid. So next up is when we're starting to get a little crazy. So I technically bought a complete set. I don't know if this means anything to you guys yet, but Frank Chong was the man. He created some super regional sets. His family owned a grocery store in the Modesto area, and they were big supporters of baseball, youth baseball, minor league baseball, and he whipped up a set of cards in 1977 for the Modesto A's. And you might have noticed as I went through, I'm missing number 5, unfortunately, but we got the rest. Couple guys made it. Tom Treblehorn with the dog. It's a sick card. Signed. But yeah, so you're noticing I'm missing one here. So that's when this comes in. This is, if you had to use the G word, the Grail. This is Rickey Henderson's first card. Can't believe I spotted this thing. Worked out what I thought was a really fair deal for this. And it came with the whole set, which I didn't even realize. I really just wanted it with the card, and ended up being the whole set, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this Rickey Beast is now in my Rickey collection. So pumped about this one. His first ever baseball card 3 years before his famous Topps rookie. So yeah, as you can imagine, after that pickup, we had to get the hell out of there, or at least I had to get the hell out of there. So after my bro picked up some fire, we left. We actually went out to a little family dinner. This place, it was so delicious. It was amazing Korean food, sick service, sick drinks, but yeah, it was called Mr. Tiger. It was in West Town. And from there, we shot over to the For Collectors Trade Night. I was shopping my dupe of my 53 Whitey. Just wanted to find something cool. And I ended up making a trade for that, straight up trade, no cash, with a guy that had a bunch of Mencos. And I went through a giant stack and just pulled out my favorites. I ended up getting 7 of them. Betty Boop. Batman. Batman with the UFO. Forget who that was, but sicko. Cristobal Colon, aka Christopher Columbus. Oh yeah, let me show you the backs. Obviously, those are cool too. Those are all from that same set. So yeah, trade night was super cool. Got to see Mangini. He was the only one, along with Picker Jim, that I got to share all my pickups with. It was basically the last thing I did before we left. We got there a little late to miss Keith's live stream by like 5 minutes, but he killed it. Great hanging with Keith. He scooped up some fire too. So this got us to Sunday. My bro ended up leaving early in the morning, and both me and my pops were tapped the hell out after a big Saturday. We decided to actually hit up Wrigley. He'd been there, but I have never been, so that was sweet. We got to witness a guy on his 100th birthday, lifelong Cubs fan, throwing the first pitch. As you could guess, a lot of Sandberg jerseys, a lot of dedications going on. That was awesome. Grabbed a little Chicago dog. We snuck out about maybe 3 innings, and then we had to go hit the airport. But it's a fantastic way to wrap up the weekend. That's really all I got. Oh, got to hand this out to a lot of folks, and there were some complaints that there weren't back damage versions. I just wanted to make sure you know there are back damage versions. I was just being super nice and hitting everyone with those like 7s and 8s. But yeah, so great seeing everybody there. Sorry I missed some folks. And yeah, awesome time. And looking forward to the next one. Thanks for tuning in.